that you're with a guide. Because we go on the terrain, you're going to see cameras everywhere and security is watching who's walking there. So if you're on the terrain, you have to, bless you, you have to stay with me. Okay, so don't go look around for yourself. If we're over there, stay compact as a group. Okay, this way.
Hallo.
Ja, zeker.
Zeker. Oh, hallo.
Asking if it's interesting.
Yeah.
The driver.
Yeah.
The big bus.
Yeah. He's just enjoying the sun.
He's enjoying.
No, the group is supposed to be bigger.
Yeah, it was 11 first.
I think they also struggled to get even a bus.
Okay.
After Corona, they got rid of all the.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to get one.
It still is. So if you can please walk into the blue line.
Sure.
Jesus, it's so big. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, wait a second please.
We are too fast.
You go too fast.
So he maybe asked.
Yeah, you say it is tested every 5 years or something like
Every year.
Every year.
Every year, September, yeah.
In September, in preparation
For storm season. Yeah. So this year will be September 10.
Right.
Yeah.
So are people allowed to be here during the testing?
Not to walk around. So we have a VIP program normally with ministers or something like that from other countries. So we are then standing at the back. All the people, because it's a public event, you've got thousands of people coming to see the barrier closed because it doesn't happen a lot. They're all sitting on the hill over there.
Oh.
But you cannot walk around if the barrier is moving. Yeah. So we go there, we wait until it stops and then we go back. But there's no group. You have tours, but not at the time the barrier is closing. So before or after you got tours, but not at the moment itself.
And it makes noise.
Yeah, no, you don't, there's no noise at all. You don't even hear it close. It's very quiet. So,
Loads in the sink.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, each arm is twice as heavy as the Eiffel Tower.
No,
Yes.
Imagine.
because you see, when you see
And
from
you can
the
imagine
side,
how
I
big
think
the Eiffel
Yes.
Tower is.
What's the thing you're standing in?
yeah.
And it's like a float. The water comes here.
Almost, maybe once a year.
No, I mean to
No, it's
to
coming
make it
from the other
float.
side, right? Sea is over there.
Yeah.
So when water's coming high, when the water is on a high level, the barrier is already closed. So you only need water inside the dry docks. I'm going to explain
Yeah.
later on, okay?
Yeah.
So maintenance again is very important. We have a very big maintenance season going on. So we started already in April. What are we doing? We're replacing all the pumps inside the wall. There are 48 of them. And also we're going to paint the inside of the wall. So the wall consists of all these compartments. In each compartment there are 2 pumps. So we're replacing the pumps, get the old layer of paint off with sandblasting and put a new layer of paint on. Because there's also water, of course, in the inside to let it sink. So you can have corrosion from the inside if you don't paint every 20 years. Every 20 years you have to paint the inside or the outside. Painting the outside, so these tubes all the way up there, takes 4 years. But the paint can last for 20 years. Why do you think we painted white?
White.
Yeah,
To prevent absorbing
that's it.
sunlight.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are used to hot temperatures in your countries.
Yeah.
A lot of buildings are also light colored because it reflects sunlight. It's the same here. To paint it white, you reflect sunlight. But still, on warm days in the summer, and this week, the end of the week will be for us, it will be warm, it expands about 20 centimeters over a total length of 240 meters. So
Yeah.
you cannot stop expansion, but to paint it white, you keep it very short.
Right.
Okay?
How do you manage expansion?
such structure?
Just to paint it white. You cannot stop expansion.
Yeah.
You still have 20 centimeters. You cannot stop that part.
Yeah.
But if you look at it, it's getting bigger than that, and all these parts which are welded,
Yeah.
they get too much force on it. But 20 centimeters over the total length, that's nothing. So we can deal with it very easily. There's some movement inside the dry docks, so it can get a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller in winter time.
Oh.
Yeah. We also paint the inside of these tubes, the lower tubes, because they are also filled with water.
Right.
So that's a big job to do, but still you have to paint the inside also.
So
Yeah.
the structure is sustaining on the joint
Yeah.
and the other side, which is the blocking like wall, but it is floating in the air
No,
in the
not-
water.
It's now a dry dock. It's now resting on big concrete pillars.
No,
you're
it's
gonna
resting
see it
on
later
concrete,
on.
but pillars, okay.
So in winter
So
time,
all of this is sustaining, like it is floating in the air, and it's only sustaining from 2 points.
Yeah.
That one and that one.
Yeah.
That's it.
But it's only floating when it goes out.
When it's going out.
For the rest of the year, it's not floating.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
in
yeah.
winter period, we have some water inside the dry docks.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah, yeah.
To let it rest a little bit. So not to let it float, but put the level on such a level that there's less force on it.
Right.
On this, but a whole year in concrete pillars, 12,000 tons of steel is a lot of weight. So
That's what I was talking about.
yeah, so you can put some water inside the dry docks in winter time. It's not floating, but it can rest a little bit on the water.
So the motors are inside the
No,
joint?
there are no motors over there. The joint is just a moving point. The motors are in a different place. I'm going to show you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can we touch the thing or we cannot? The pipe.
These parts you see over here, these are like shock absorbers. They're normally at the bottom of the wall. Because when it touches down on the bottom of the river, so you need shock absorbers, those are the ones. So it's very hard rubber.
Yeah.
It can absorb the shock to make sure it's not too, otherwise you can damage something.
That's
So
what I
they're
was
now
talking
taken
about.
out. So we paint the
Down there,
outside
you need
also.
Yeah, shock
And
absorber.
already started to bring some back. They can last for more than 50 years, so this is okay.
And what is this?
Don't touch this.
Okay.
Oh, I'm kidding, it's not. No, but imagine when we sandblast the inside of the wall is grey.
Hmm.
This is like old layer of paint.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little bit dusty. Because
Yeah,
after
yeah, yeah.
sandblasting.
This is rusting prevention, right? Like.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So the inside of the wall is grey
Yeah.
and the outside is white for, of course, the absorbing of sunlight itself. But
So-
this is broken, so I'm gonna call those guys
So-
because this is not how it's supposed
So
to be.
this is the first layer of the paint, and then you paint the other one. This is how
And
it
this is
works.
the old layer of paint which come off.
They are removing the.
Yeah.
Oh, this is removed.
Yeah, after sandblasting, this
Ah,
is
okay,
all
okay.
absorbed.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in these bags and then it's transported again. So,
I see. I see.
Like this, scrub it off.
So they
maybe.
scratched. Yeah.
Yeah, this is scrub it, yeah.
I see. I think we should take a photo here, holding the barrier. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Only a few.
All right, cool.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
This distance.
Yes, all floating in the air.
Exactly. It's
Yeah,
a
like
structure
on only
of
two
outside
joints. That's what I was
Sandblasting
asking him. Like, how is it with all of
the
this
wind
weight?
blows it this way, so there's no water over here.
So how do
Yes.
they now?
Yes. You should crack in the middle, like.
The level of water more than 3 meters above normal sea level is impossible in summertime.
Do you have like a mark that shows that okay, the water level is high now, let's close the gate?
Yeah, the computer knows it already the day before. So the system collects all information.
Okay.
We got all measuring points at the sea. We are connected with all the weather reports for the northern part of Europe. So everything is combined, so we know a day before what the water level will be. Now in this time the computer is switched on. So now it's maintenance time. And in October it's turned on again, and then it starts calculating.
So automatically, even we like right now, that a storm.
No, impossible in this time of the year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, okay.
So
But
storm
automatically
season,
during the storm season, you just see it move up and stuff.
there's nothing here in storm season, only the barrier waiting to go out.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So everything you see on the terrain has to be taken away
See
in
this
August.
white one?
And
Yeah.
get back again in April.
will-
Because in
I will
winter time there can be nothing here.
Oh,
The barrier has to be ready to go out. Yeah, yeah.
Take yes. Push one time.
And now you also see why very important to build a barrier with 2 arms on the side because the ships can pass easily. Yeah.